mom let a toxic girl move in and destroy my life, so I exposed her with evidence. I was 13 when my world turned upside down because of Alexis. Mom's childhood friend Diana was going through a nasty divorce, and somehow that meant her 15-year-old daughter needed to live with us temporarily. What started as a 2-week favor stretched into months of pure hell that nobody believed except me. Alexis arrived with designer luggage and crocodile tears, playing the perfect victim of broken family circumstances. Within hours, she had my mom wrapped around her finger with sob stories about feeling abandoned and needing stability. I felt sorry for her initially, offering to share my room and showing her around school. That generosity lasted exactly 3 days before I realized what kind of person I was dealing with. The red flags started immediately. They were subtle enough that mom dismissed my concerns as jealousy or adjustment issues. The psychological warfare started small but escalated quickly. My homework would mysteriously disappear right before it was due, forcing me to stay up all night rewriting assignments. My favorite clothes would vanish from the laundry, only to reappear stained with bleach or torn beyond repair. Food I'd saved for lunch would be contaminated with salt or hot sauce, making it inedible. When I complained to mom, Alexis would put on this wounded expression and claim she was just trying to help by organizing things or cleaning up after me. Mom bought it every single time, telling me to be more understanding because Alexis was going through such a difficult period with her parents' divorce. Meanwhile, Alexis would smirk at me behind mom's back, making it crystal clear that every incident was calculated and deliberate. She was testing boundaries, seeing how much she could get away with while maintaining her innocent facade. The worst part was watching my own mother defend my tormentor while treating me like the problem child who couldn't adjust to having a house guest. The escalation happened during my 3rd week of living with this nightmare. I found crushed glass mixed into my cereal bowl one morning, hidden under the milk and fruit. When I pointed it out in panic, Alexis gasped dramatically and claimed one of the kitchen glasses must have broken accidentally during cleanup the night before. She helped me throw away the cereal, acting all concerned while mom praised her for being so thoughtful and responsible in handling the dangerous situation. That's when I knew this wasn't just typical teenage drama or adjustment issues. This girl was actively trying to hurt me physically, and she was smart enough to make it look like accidents or coincidences. I started taking pictures of everything, documenting each incident with timestamps and detailed notes, but I knew I needed more concrete proof before anyone would believe the truth. Alexis had positioned herself as the perfect victim, and I was just the jealous stepdaughter causing problems during her time of need. My breakthrough came when I found my old tablet hidden in a drawer and realized it still had a functioning camera. I installed a motion-activated recording app and carefully positioned it in my room where Alexis couldn't spot it behind some books on my shelf. For 2 weeks, I recorded everything while pretending to be the helpless victim she expected me to be. The footage was absolutely damning and showed a side of Alexis that no adult had ever witnessed. She systematically destroyed my belongings with calculated precision, went through my private diary and laughed while reading my most personal thoughts out loud, and even practiced fake tears in my mirror while rehearsing sob stories to tell my mom later. But the most chilling part was watching her carefully plan each attack, testing different methods of sabotage and calculating exactly how to make everything look accidental or blame me for being careless. She wasn't just a troubled teenager acting out due to family trauma. She was a manipulative predator who genuinely enjoyed causing pain and had perfected the art of playing victim when confronted with evidence of her behavior. The confrontation happened on a quiet Saturday morning when mom was having her coffee and reading the newspaper. I sat down across from her with my tablet, a folder of printed photos, and a detailed timeline of every incident over the past 6 weeks. When I started the video compilation I'd created, mom's face went through several stages of disbelief, shock, and finally pure rage as she watched Alexis methodically torturing me while she wasn't around. The audio was particularly damning, with Alexis talking to herself about how stupid my mother was for believing her lies and how much fun it was to make my life miserable. Mom called Diana immediately, and the conversation was heated enough that I could hear Diana's shocked voice through the phone speaker. Within days, arrangements were made for Alexis to attend a strict boarding school in Vermont that specialized in behavioral problems and had no internet access or unsupervised communication with the outside world. The look of pure rage mixed with panic on Alexis's face when she realized her game was completely over will stay with me forever. She tried one last desperate manipulation attempt, claiming I had somehow faked the videos using special effects or that I'd been provoking her off camera to get those reactions. But the evidence was too overwhelming, and even Diana had to admit her daughter needed professional help after seeing the footage. As Alexis packed her designer luggage for the last time, she whispered threats about finding me someday and finishing what she started, making it clear that her mask had finally slipped completely. I just smiled calmly and told her the boarding school didn't allow internet access or unsupervised phone calls, so she'd have plenty of time to work on her anger management skills with trained professionals. 6 months later, I heard through Diana that Alexis was making progress in therapy, but I honestly didn't care anymore. I had my life back, my mom's trust restored, and most importantly, I'd learned that sometimes you have to fight fire with fire to protect yourself from people who enjoy causing pain.